I feel comfortable.
You're good.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want me to say it? Let's all say it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys. No, let's not do that. Hey guys.
Welcome back to the channel.
I feel like all our personality just show through the highs.
Okay. Because I'm nervous. Why are you always doing never hear when I'm introducing the video? In today's video, we're going to be doing a little girl talk about situationships. I'm so excited. You guys excited?
Super.
Oh.
Why?
Situationships.
What even is a situationship to you guys?
I don't know what counts as a situationship.
That's the thing. What do you guys think counts as a situationship?
I don't know. Like, I want to say like the in-between period between like a talking stage and a relationship. But the thing is that not all situationships ever really get to a relationship.
Yeah.
So let's say when someone is interested in you and you're interested in the person. Yeah.
But it's like, why is that not just a relationship? Why
is that not just a
situationship?
talking stage?
I think there's lack of commitment from at least one party.
Yeah.
It's like he wants me, maybe he doesn't, but like we both like each other. But it's like you need to want to be committed to the person for it to actually be a relationship.
Yeah. Not that I have much experience in the matter, but I feel like a situationship is more like when two people don't want to, call themselves boyfriend and girlfriend. So it's kind of like that. We're together, but we're not really together enough. Like there's no commitment, kind of. So it's just, they have that kind of thing to fall back on, like as an excuse that this isn't really a relationship, it's just like a situationship.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. I think it's basically that that point in the relationship where you're past the talking stage, you're past getting to know each other, but something is stopping you guys from dating and calling yourselves boyfriend and girlfriend. So I put up ask a question. I said, filming a YouTube video about situationship with some friends. Ask us anything about it, or tell us about one you've been in or are currently in. And I posted that on Snapchat and Instagram. And then I got a question from someone who says, when you are in a situationship, does it really mean you are cuffed or not?
I don't think so.
No.
Cuffed?
Because you
Cuffed as in take it.
Yeah, because taken is like you're in a relationship, right? Yeah, so no.
I feel like, because situationship is kind of, the whole point of the situationship is that you guys are not official. So you can always,
Obviously, the objective answer would be to say, no, I'm not with someone. But it's like, you clearly like the person, so you also wouldn't even want to be
I feel
talking
like as
to
long
other
as you're
people.
emotionally,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it depends on the person, because a lot of people don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Because the reason they're in a situationship for some people is to explore other options. So
Right, yeah.
So, do you guys think situationships are good, bad, healthy, unhealthy?
Very unhealthy.
Unhealthy.
Very unhealthy.
There's nothing good, positive about that.
Do you think they're useful?
it's definitely a growing experience.
Well,
Yeah, for a fact.
You
But it's
grow
like,
from it.
it's very confusing. It's very, very confusing. So it's like, putting yourself in that space, I don't think is healthy for anyone.
Considering the fact that it's kind of a test run for a relationship, it's like, I guess in that way, someone could argue like, now I know what I want, I know what kind of dynamic would work in a relationship or not. But it's like, no one really goes into a situationship being like, some people do. I feel like at the end of the day, it's not unhealthy or positive in any way, even though some people might argue that they want to just see what they would like. Because I feel like sometimes you don't know what you want until you're actually in something. So if you're not in a committed relationship or a situationship, you might be able to figure out what you like and what you don't like in an actual serious partner. But I don't feel like anyone really goes into that with that intent of like, I just want to see what's this is about.
I feel like a lot of people
really
use that.
toxic.
Use that as an excuse.
That's what I'm saying. It's an excuse. It's not actually like a valid thing.
But you're gonna be like, I'm just using this as a stepping stone. It's just using excuses.
Sure, he beats me.
But yes, he loves me.
I feel like once it gets to that stage where you can see it's a problem, yet you refuse to acknowledge it's a problem.
No, but that's the thing. You could acknowledge it's a problem, know it's a problem, but also know want to solve the problem.
Yeah,
that's when you yourself have an issue, because I feel like people that will stay in a situation after that need to I feel like you need to have some level of self-respect before you go into like a situation, because if you don't, people will play you and you will come out looking stupid.
Sometimes you also get so emotionally reliant on someone that you're even thinking, okay, so like whatever this person did is really not that bad as long as this person is still there. That type of thing. Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. If you're in a situationship, is it okay to see other people?
Okay,
and then someone also asked, can you have more than one situationship at a time?
I think so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think people can be in a relationship and situationships at the same time.
That's crazy.
That's tea, but
if you're out there doing that,
Wait. So your boyfriend and girlfriend with someone
that's
else.
cheating.
And then being in a situationship with someone
that is cheating.
That's cheating.
But like it happens.
But it happens, and they can do it comfortably. Like,
oh my god.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, how about like, okay, if you're in a situationship and then one of your situationship turns into a relationship, then
you're supposed to cut it off with the rest of them.
But I also find it weird that you had to almost be in a relationship with 3 people before you decided
like,
that, oh,
so
I'm the one.
it's like you decide. That's so
It's
weird.
almost like, oh, I'm testing the fruits before I bite. Can I have a bite from this?
sample.
And then somebody said, let me see. Okay, I realized white people don't have situationships. I wonder why that is.
I feel like they do.
No, I was talking about this with someone, and apparently they don't. Like, you're either in it, they're either in it or they're not.
I mean, I
feel like they do, but it's just not as messy as it is.
Yeah, I feel like they're also like, they wait less to get to the point of the relationship. I don't know if it's like black people or if it's like POCs or whatever, but it feels like we're always in this space of like almost. I just want to see.
With black people, you see like 6 months talking stage. You see, like we're just talking for 7 months.
3-year situationship anniversary.
Hello.
That's not okay.
Like,
that's not okay.
White people is kind of like, sometimes they do like, friends with benefits. Like they have like it standardly put out. Like it's either you're in a relationship or you guys are just in it for sleeping together, or you guys are just an on and off thing. So it's never.
So maybe they just don't consider that to be a situationship,
but they kind of are. Like that's what I'm saying. It's yes, but then we would, if they told us like their situation, we would say, oh, that's kind of strange, but to them it's not.
So X and I broke up last summer, but have been talking exclusively ever since. How do you feel
Ever
about
since
it?
last summer?
Exclusively.
Did you ever break up?
So X and I broke up last summer, but have been talking exclusively ever since.
My first question is it exclusive on her part?
Like,
and she believes it's exclusive on his part, or is it actually exclusive from the both of them?
My issue is not even that. My issue is, why are you guys still talking? It's been almost a year. Like,
I feel like, honestly speaking,
unless you guys the thing is, do they plan to get back together? If they don't plan to get back, if that's not even, if you can't see that happening, what's the point?
Then what's the point? It's like
a lot of this is, what's the point?
And
like,
the way I also see it is like, you're wasting your time talking to someone when the person that's quote unquote the one for you is walking about waiting for you to get yourself out of that situation. But it also depends. What if they might end up with each other? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like.
But it's like, if they would, like, why don't you just get back together? What's the point of talking exclusively? And I don't like the term talking exclusively, because it always is both sides. You only know if you're talking to someone exclusively on your part.
But I feel like that's something they could have talked about.
Yeah,
but you can always see it. But you'll never really know.
You can talk to someone about it. The person can tell you, oh, I'm not talking to anybody, all of that, but the person is talking to someone.
Or like, they could have two different definitions.
It's not a difficult lie. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So it's like, if you both are really exclusively talking to each other, why don't you just date?
Yeah.
Why beat about the bush? Who is holding off from getting back together? Is he the one holding off from getting back together?
There's also them not wanting, like, one party not wanting people to know that they're together.
Yeah, that they're talking again.
Yeah.
And that typically happens when like the other person does the other person like bad and everything.
So then goes back to like, why are you talking to them if they treated you like that in the first place?
No, but really, it's a matter of anything that's done in secret to end up coming to the open. So don't waste your time. Really, don't waste your time, because you could be deluding yourself and saying, oh, nobody really knows, but people are not stupid. You hang out with this person Sometimes you talk to the person, sometimes you laugh and you fall on the person. Of course we know some. And they ask you, are you guys dating? Oh no. Like we're just friends.
And then it's like where are you? I'm at this person's house. Where are you? I'm hanging out with this person. Where are you? We're eating together.
Or you know those people that they won't say, you just glimpse the both of them together.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Well, yeah, no, like, maybe they just don't want to admit it. Like it's just
I know, but it's like why?
I also feel like it's also being dishonest to yourself.
Yeah.
Like
The
whole situationship is being dishonest to yourself.
I feel like as individuals, we actually need to sit back and be accountable to one another. It's like we're very quick to give our friends advice or cut him off, do all of that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to you, there's a bit of. But you know, he said that he didn't mean it, and he.
It's also because like we usually believe we know ourselves best.
Yeah.
So it's like I know what I can handle. I know what I'm doing. Like you see it from this outside, but I'm having this like I'm doing this for a reason. At this time, I'm gonna actually do it, and it just keeps piling up.
And that's when it's important to look at the situation objectively. By like, here's the thing. I mean, like obviously you shouldn't tell strangers your business, but it's like it also helps just to tell your situation to a person who's like outside of like your sphere of influence, like your friends or whatever, because they understand obviously the internal of everything, right? But if you tell someone who doesn't know about anything going on, like what's happening, what would they say about what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like to you it might be like, oh yeah, like obviously we're on our way to a relationship, but then to someone who's looking at this from an outsider's perspective, it's like this isn't going anywhere. Like you don't even know if you're talking exclusively to him, so really it's just another talking stage.
But there's also the thing of wanting to keep the relationship or whatever it is private.
That's why,
especially if you see that it could turn into a relationship. I'm more talking about like the talking stage part and the relationship part, but a lot of people don't like to talk about all that because it's like, I don't want no negative energy on my relationship, especially if you know you're in something that people wouldn't support.
But I feel like doing something privately is different from doing something secretly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So it's like
private but not secret. It's like,
first of all, let's look at it from the perspective of imagine these people were together and whoever cheated, and then they start talking again and they've been talking to each other exclusively. And obviously you wouldn't want to say, oh, I'm back together with this person, because they'd be like, oh, but didn't this person cheat on you and all of that. So it's like you also have to look at it from the perspective of as long as you've forgiven the person and you know that you would not get into that relationship, and 6 months down the line you're like, well, I don't even trust this person has cheated on me before, they can cheat on me again, then why make it secretive? Like why not tell anyone? Why keep it to yourself? Like in that sense, because it's like for me it's like obviously like everybody's going to have their opinions, all fine and good, but you're the one in the relationship. You're the one that is having a conversation with the person every single day. You're the one that knows how you feel about the person. So it's like if you're keeping a secret because you don't want other people to have a negative opinion on it, I don't think that's wise, because whether you like it or not, people are going to say negative things about your relationship regardless. Like even if it's all roses, whatever, people are just gonna say negative things. They can see, okay, maybe you guys have a slight disagreement. Oh, but that boy, I'm sure he slaps her in the house. That could be it. So I don't know. Just look at the situation objectively, like very objectively. And
so to close off on this one though, what do we think she should do? End it? Keep talking to him?
I think they need to sit down and have a conversation about where it is going to.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be transparent about like whether he wants us to move forward or not. And if his response is like hesitation and like, oh, let's just see how things go.
But we've been seeing how things go for a year.
That's right, exactly.
Because last year this is already.
It's already summer again, exactly. So it's like just ask him, like, what are we like? Where is this going? Based off his response, then that's when you know like if you should cut it off or not. And it's like if he says, oh yeah, no, I want something, what needs to happen right after is like action, because you can just say something and keep on with the exclusive talking stage you're in right now, but it's like, you know, he just has to make his intentions clear and known, and that's how you know if you can move
forward. And then I also feel like that's also another reason like why people get into situationships. It's always like, oh, but I want you to be my girlfriend, but I want us to be exclusive, but it's like where is it? So I feel like we need to learn how to take things on based off surface value. Like don't look at it from how you want it to be, look at it from how it is.
Yeah.
So it's like he's telling you he wants to be in a relationship with you, he wants to be exclusive with you, but every day you're seeing him talk to a different girl. You can't say it doesn't align.
It doesn't make any
align.
sense. Exactly.
So it's like you need to be, when doing things, you honestly need to look at it as face value. Like whatever the person wants to say, all fine and good, all right, I'm listening to you.
It's all just words
But
at the end of the day.
I need to see action.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
But
I feel like it's also difficult for people that like their love language is somewhat words of affirmation.
Yeah.
That's different because I feel like if your words, personally for me, I feel like if your words don't match your actions, to me, they're not the truth.
Right, because then
You can't tell me you just want me to be your girlfriend and then go and talk to other girls.
Because like then it's like you don't, because someone who wants someone to be their girlfriend would. It's so funny. I was actually talking about this yesterday. Oh my gosh, someone who wants someone to be their girlfriend will like make it known and clear and will take action to making that happen. Because it's like, what's stopping you?
Also, just look at it from, if you mention something once, you mention it twice, and you do. You know, people say third time.
No, third time's the charm.
Do two, just in case you didn't hear the first time. Mention it once, mention it twice, and the person isn't acting, like you have to cut it short so that it wouldn't be a matter of, but I'm dating her just cause. Oh, but she implied that we were dating. Or you know, people that get into relationships because it was implied. Oh, I just started calling him my boyfriend. He didn't ask you, but you just started calling. Or better yet, those that asked. God. No, but there's nothing wrong in asking if that's what makes you happy.
Wait. Are we talking about girls asking guys to be their boyfriend?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that?
I can't.
Not necessarily.
I can't do it.
But here's the
Can't
thing,
do
right?
it, guys.
I truly think that the guy needs to like the girl more, and if he does, he will probably be the one to ask her.
Yes, but the thing also is that, Laura, men are men. They can like you as much as they like you and still do whatever they want to
Okay,
do.
but I'm just talking about
Or
like
they're just bad people.
I'm talking about specifically just like asking the asking process.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like with this situation, I feel like definitely have that conversation of where it's going, but honestly, it's been a year almost. Like
about a year.
I feel like you're just wasting your time at this point. If they wanted to get back together with you,
They would have been
would've.
quick
They
about
would've done
it.
it.
They would have quick about it.
Like, oh my gosh.
I feel like don't waste your time.
I feel like it's a quick, babe, I miss you. I feel like we should rekindle what we have.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what,
it's rather
like
quick.
what hasn't been said in that
Babe,
year.
just a nice little babe, I miss you. And then it's
Ladies, hold on. Don't just get back just because he says, babe, I miss you. Like,
no.
Like, okay.
I literally saw a TikTok that goes, like, with balloons and everything, will you be my girlfriend again? And I was like,
Well,
Again was unnecessary.
no, but I feel like
to blow up our whole situation.
Again, this kind of makes sense. You know, he messed it up the first time. You're trying to work on it the second
And
time.
not again, though.
Again.
How long should a talking stage be?
I feel like it should be as long to the point where you feel like you know each other. And not by but like you know the basics about each other and you want to be in a relationship with this person.
I think rule of thumb is 3 months, guys. 3 months.
3 months is
like
kind
3
of
months is
long.
long, right? No, that's what I'm saying. Max is 3 months.
Like,
Like,
are we
it
talking
doesn't
about
have
like
to go.
talking stage 3 months, like, you know, texting or
Texting,
Calling it all
or
that,
like
the whole
talking stage 3 months, you guys have dates.
Yes.
That's so different.
I mean, I feel like either way, it should be max.
Because there's some people that don't go on
Actually,
dates before
because
the entire
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're talking
yeah.
for 3 months and you guys have actually gone out, it's just that you guys haven't made it official yet, but it's still like talking,
That's still
getting to
talking
know
stage,
each other.
though.
That's 3 months is
But I
fine.
feel like going
I feel
on
like 3
dates for
months is
3
long.
months is a
Yes.
long time.
That's
That's why I'm
long.
saying like specifically
'Cause it should be
like
like a month
talking,
is
calling
fine.
should be 3 months.
like
max.
then a month,
Oh,
like
man.
31 days of speaking to someone every day. I feel like you should know the person.
Yeah, like
Even after a
especially if you
month?
feel like you're talking to them like once a week. You're talking to this person
every day or every other day,
For
maybe.
3 months, that's long.
I feel
Why
like
do some people don't talk every day though?
No.
Okay, I usually-
That's
even
not
every
talking.
other day. It's like at least you're talking to this person like 4 to 5 times a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I feel like in that 1 week, I probably know half about you already. So it's like
And then
for
you
that
have
to keep
know,
going.
okay, so is this person someone I want to get into a relationship with?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, no.
That's what I'm saying. Max.
Also, something I feel like a lot of people in the talking stage need to like be clear about what they want. I feel like that's when things start to lead to situation, because if in a talking stage you don't tell this person, hey, like I'm not talking to you to play around. I'm looking to date someone long term, this, that, like just so you know, like, put it up to them, tell them straight to their face, so they know. So like, you can't be like, oh, I didn't know that's what they were looking for. This, that.
Yeah.
You know, so just tell them
Just be
straight.
direct.
But remember that people also get into stuff with distractions.
Yeah. So some people just really
Like there's
just
some people
wanna.
that talk to each other for a semester. After the semester is done, they're done.
You're just like
school
I'm
is
cool,
over. It's okay. Thank you.
that's
Bye.
it.
Hey guys, sometimes that doesn't happen on purpose.
Why do people do that?
No, I feel like with like especially during
like-
school, like you just need
yeah.
something that's just not.
It's a proximity thing, guys.
Yeah.
Someone's right there every day. It's like
Yeah.
it's just so easy.
Like before they would ask you.
What do you mean just right there?
It's also just
No,
like they would ask you, what do you think about? He's okay.
Yeah.
And it's
And
like,
then you've been next to the person every single day for 3 months. You're like,
Yeah, he could be.
and the thing is, guys, you really know if it's a proximity thing when you're not in the same space. Do you think of this person?
Yeah.
Or like when people ask you about this person, are you like what do you say? Like what do you say, right? Because it's like when you're with them, you can feel a certain kind of way, but it's like the second they're gone.
Well, shit.
oh, so you're
Oh my
leaving
god!
one here?
Do you know that's what I was that proximity thing that I was scared with us? That the second we left our room, that we weren't gonna talk to each other anymore.
Well, that would have happened if we didn't
scared.
talk when we were in
the room.
the room. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's like, even if there are people like, oh, we were roommates, this is that, but after that,
I know, but it's like I think it's because we did so many things even outside of the room space
yeah.
that we started to like associate each other with like hanging out like just in general.
General,
So
yeah.
it wasn't like we were doing
Because I
everything
feel like
based on
when I
school.
saw you guys today, it didn't.
It didn't feel like I didn't
I
see
seen
you guys.
Yeah,
in
it-
2
yeah.
weeks. Or,
Yeah, oh my
Is it 2
gosh.
weeks or a week?
Hasn't it been 2 weeks?
It's like it's been 2 weeks.
This is the second.
Just second
It's
week.
been a weekend. A weekend.
It's
basically
May.
2
It's May
It's
2nd.
basically 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it doesn't.
In fact, when I saw something, I was like,
When I
oh.
saw Chidera, I
I was
just
like,
immediately I entered
yeah.
Chidera and we started talking about like my argument with my brother, like nothing
Yeah.
like, happened.
And then it's like when I
It
saw, although I saw gift on Friday.
Oh,
I saw you on Friday.
what did you guys
Like a
say?
long time.
Yeah, in church.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw, I haven't seen you guys in a while, but I was on a call with Laura, so technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had a call with Laura.
So it's just like,
How come nobody calls me?
I called you, you didn't answer.
Also,
why are you
also
calling
guys,
me?
we're also texting the group chat we're on, so don't put this.
how do you want to call me in?
Why would you call me?
I called you.
No, but that's not what I mean. I feel like I don't understand. You text me before you call me. You didn't just call me out of the
But
blue.
I just called
okay.
Laura right
That's-
out of the blue.
Yeah.
And you picked up?
Yeah, then Stephanie goes, oh, I just called you by accident. What a liar. You
I
don't
just
call me
feel
by
like-
accident.
No, I just feel like if I call you and you don't pick up and then you call me back, I'm gonna be like, oh, you called?
Should only really be involved in something that like, I don't know, like have a certain level of like confidence about like how you feel about the person. You know, you shouldn't just, don't just use it as like, oh, let me just see how this goes.
Because I feel
Guys,
like once it
nah.
starts to get 6 months, you're in a situationship. Like,
Yeah,
'cause what's
I feel like
stopping
even
you?
4 months is a situationship. 5 months,
Because
maybe 5
I feel like
months.
a situationship is just like when there's something stopping you from being in a relationship.
And to solve that, you need to figure out what is stopping you. If you don't really like the guy, guys, there's other guys. Like realistically,
That's a good.
Are there?
Really,
there are guys. You need to change up your
Because it's like-
environment
because it's
for
like
one.
sometimes I feel like I've only guys like I feel like in this past few weeks I've only seen like 2 guys that are taller than me. Everybody else is brushing
Okay, that's
my
like a
shoulders.
statistic.
Everybody else is brushing my shoulders because where are all the tall
Brushing my
people,
shoulders
man?
is so
All
wild.
men are not the answer. Look back on all the situations that we got you there.
No.
Look back on that.
The 2 people that were tall, what was wrong with them?
Guys, what we're talking about.
Guys, also, I just want to say to you guys out there who are being approached by short men a lot, you're not alone. But also, it's like you can't really control the height of the guys who
Yeah.
come
No,
to
but it's
talk
also
to you.
like, guys, what if you fall in love with somebody that's short? I have to just jump. Like, oh,
Guys, he could become tall.
Wait, is something in the
Guys
short?
go through a second puberty at the age of 25.
Oh, and he would finally maybe grow up to my height.
Yeah, but then I
Hello.
feel like if you really like the person,
I also
then
feel like you shouldn't also get into a relationship with someone that when you wake up next person you're just like, oh
no, but then
because some people will be like, oh, it's only about the personality. No.
Okay, obviously not, but it's like
That's
being short and good.
How you have selling? Oh, can you just maybe tiptoe a bit?
Oh my god.
That's why
that's why people like Tinder, they need to look at
Guys.
Tinder before they. But then I feel like once you start liking a person,
You ignore it, and that's the thing. Don't ignore
not
it.
even ignoring it, just becomes part of who they are.
No, but what
So
if I
you
don't like
it?
that part of?
God, mercy.
Then you shouldn't have started in the first place. If you don't think, the thing is, I feel like attraction can grow, but it's like
But
there's gonna.
No, but hold on. But I heard there's also surgery to like.
Hey.
And
What do you mean attraction can grow, but they do surgery?
Are we hearing all the same thing?
Don't go for people because of their height, Jadera. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
Don't do
realistically.
that. Tall guys, I'm not gonna lie, tall guys are so full of themselves. I'm so sorry. A lot of them are, not all of them, but a lot of them are so full of themselves. Like, oh, I'm tall.
you know the thing that really annoys,
Get over yourself.
You know that really annoys me because it's like you're tall, you're badly behaved, you have no social skills, you're galloping around the community, and you think you're the shit. Why?
Go. Honestly.
Why?
Oh, so I feel like don't judge a guy based off his height.
Okay, but also
But don't
throw all caution to the wind. Like you can't be walking around and then you're like, where is he? Like, what do you
Guys,
Not really though, but I'm just saying, like, don't throw all caution to the wind. You just have to. Sometimes it could also affect the relationship, especially if there's a huge difference. Like if, let's say, like I'm 5'8". Let me not say a height specifically, but just to say this man is often
5'5".
ridiculous. No, 4. Jesus.
What do you mean 4? What was that? Oh my god! Next thing is, I asked my ex to rate me out of all of his exes, which is a total of 5
That's the
girls,
first problem.
including me. He rated me a 3 out of 5.
So he likes two of his other exes more than he
More
likes
than
her.
you. Hello.
Okay, well, but it's like, what's
Why?
the point?
I feel like if
Why'd
it's
you
for
do that?
fun.
For fun.
My thing is, I feel like in this situation, you should have lied to the guy. Like, even if that's how you truly feel.
No, but it's
Oh
also
wait,
like,
hold on.
lied.
Did she ask him?
well, he
Yes.
asked her.
Or-
First of all, even that, and why are you? Why? That's
Why are you
the
what if
thing
you
asking
is.
did lie though? Maybe she's 5, but he made her 3.
No, but it's like
That's
hold on,
crazy
hold on, hold on.
still.
Objectively,
I don't think he
if
cares
nobody-
enough to lie.
If nobody lied, the point is okay. He could rate their looks maybe more than hers, but maybe it's the personality.
I'm pretty sure it's overall.
Overall, then
So maybe she has a really bad personality, but she's really pretty. Or good personality, not that pretty.
I honestly don't know. First of all, you shouldn't have asked that question.
You
Don't
shouldn't.
Ask, don't ask questions that are gonna
It's
give
giving
you.
And you don't really want the
Out
answer to.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then 2, what really can you do now? Would you go-
That's the thing. Like now you know.
Now you know
okay.
what
And
next.
X, as in they're done.
yeah, but like.
Oh wait,
first
she's
of all,
an
why are you
ex as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
talking- But so first of all, why are you talking to him? Second of all, why are you asking him that question?
Maybe they're friends.
Okay.
But it's also like,
But it's like, why are you asking him
Can
that?
you really
You
be
can.
friends with your ex
I
after?
think
I
so,
feel like
yeah.
you can, especially if you were friends before.
And it also depends on how it ended.
Yeah, it depends on how. And if it could also just phase out, like you guys
Friends
just
to
feel
the
like
point
you
where
can-
y'all are talking comfortably to ask this question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I feel like I don't think
I don't know.
I
I
do-
don't know.
I think it's first of all I do like to ask questions that I would take it as a blow to my pride when I get the answers. Number 1. And then number 2, I feel like she could just be friends with her ex. But it's like, what was the purpose of asking that type of question? Were you trying to make yourself feel good? Were you trying to make it look as if oh, do I want to rekindle something with this person? What was the purpose?
Maybe like based on his answer.
And then
that's so-
also, I think it's very crazy that he would look you in the eye and tell you that you need 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I also feel bad for the people that are 4 and 5.
But it's like, how do you, when you're in that situationship and you get to that point where it's like you've been in it for so long and now it's hard to leave, but you want to leave, but you think it's too hard. How do you go about leaving that situation?
I think you have to be quick. You have to a quick cut.
But it's like it's too late. It's too far into the situationship where it's like I'm emotionally invested in this person. This, that.
And
Like
by quick cut, I mean tell this person I no longer want to speak to you again. Whether the
And if
person
that's
thinks it's a
too
joke
hard-
or not, block the person away.
And if that's too hard, just pray, guys. Because when you pray the
Yeah.
prayer to remove someone from your life, it happens violently. So that's what
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
No,
true,
actually,
it does.
it really does. So it's like if you pray like, oh Lord, like please, anyone who's not for me, you know fully well that person is not for
And
you,
it's like,
and then they're violently taken away. Don't run back the second like
Yeah, you need to
they've
be
been
strong.
taken
Yeah,
from you.
God
Like,
has told you once.
like that's your answer, and that honestly that prayer has been like the fastest answered prayer of all of them, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, just do that.
and I feel like for those periods, they don't really work for me.
Or they work, but
And you find your way around it?
Not necessarily.
You
It's like
used to let
they
it
just
work.
do, and they don't.
But
work
I feel
for
like
me.
I
And
feel
know
like
why
they
I
need
feel
to
like-
work for that specific person. So in Chidera's case, I feel like that person would need to like leave on their own, not like
Yeah,
her having
not
to
like
come
you having
to
to.
you.
Yeah.
Because that makes it so much difficult. Like they either need to do something. Obviously, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna feel like shit. But if that's the way that they're gonna, wow, that's really painful though. Wow, I don't know, but that's why I prayed that prayer.
Heard that before?
Yeah.
It's for someone to leave you.
No, like
No, like if
If
this person is
it's
for
not
me.
me.
or just like if anyone like I prayed
For me, it's anyone,
generally.
just like
That's
if
smart.
a
I actually
friend-
haven't
For
prayed
me, it's
that
like
before.
friend, relationship, anybody
Anything.
that I'm speaking to, anything that is not supposed to happen.
I feel
Take
like
it
I
away.
prayed the opposite. Like, let me meet the right people. And like,
Mm.
stay with, let me keep the right people.
I mean,
never
that's
really-
a good prayer as well. Yeah, everyone works.
You
honestly.
also remember
Both of
that
those.
you can also have the right people in your life and also the wrong people. So as you're praying that prayer, I feel like you should also pray.
Yeah.
Anyone that isn't supposed to be here, anything that isn't supposed to be mine, just take it away. I don't want it.
Yeah, and then I also add, because it happened to me before, I was like, even if like I'm confused about the reason, like I don't want to go after it and try to like salvage the situation, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So it's like, well, just like, let me just be at peace with the fact that they're no longer there. And it's like,
Yeah.
obviously they'll be replaced with someone who is meant for me. So
And I always think you guys should be friends before you get into
I
a relationship. If you guys cannot be
completely agree.
friends before, because in a relationship, it's like, yeah, there's the whole lovey-dovey. Oh yeah, you know, you're my girlfriend, you're my
But it's like a
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
But like it's like
girlfriend.
there's gonna get to a point where it's like you guys are gonna argue. You guys, the relationship is going to get to a point where you guys know each other and you're just
yeah, and if it's
You're
built
there.
on nothing,
And if you guys don't have that friendship where you're able to like talk,
Exactly.
if they're not someone that you can talk about things to them. Talk to
them about
yeah, talk to them about things. If they're not someone you're comfortable around, this, that, and can be yourself, I don't think you should be in a relationship with them.
I
Because
feel
it's
like if you can't
not
trust
going to
them,
work.
if you couldn't trust them as like a friend, how do
Yeah,
you
how
trust
do you
them
trust them
as
as
a
a
girlfriend or
boyfriend.
And also you have to see how that person acts around
Other
other females.
yeah, especially their mom.
Not necessarily. I feel
No,
like
But I feel like that's an important
That's
part.
an
That
important
is,
because
but I
it's
feel like that one's fine to do in the relationship. I'm
Yeah,
talking like
yeah.
before the
Oh, before?
like their female friends. How do they act
interact
around
with
them?
And
And
also,
also,
how do
very,
they
very
act?
touchy around women. How is it like?
Yeah.
It also lets you know what can you tolerate and what can't you tolerate.
Yeah.
It's like if you're talking to this person, you're talking say to someone, and the person is extremely touchy with other females. What makes you so sure that when you get into a relationship, that's not the
Still
exact
gonna-
same way he's gonna act?
And
So it's
even before then, like when you like someone, please use that as a way to find if they like you back. Not that because you would now before you know because you
Yeah, you might think that they're only doing
You-
that because
this-
they like you, but it's like that's just what they do.
Yeah, like if you like this person and you believe they like you back, if they like you back, they will not be doing that with other females.
I feel like just in general, like there are also just some people that are very touchy people. I don't think I can be in a relationship with someone that's very touchy with feelings. I don't like it.
To be fair,
There's no to be fair.
no, I'm just
I
saying.
don't-
I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying he might not do that with like any intent.
But it's like
It might just kind of-
some people are fine with this.
But
some
my
people are
issue
fine with
is, guys, a lot of guys don't understand how things are perceived from a female's perspective.
It's always like I didn't mean to, but it's like,
but
like
it's
that
like
doesn't matter. Like how
impact
was it
over
affect-
intent. Your
Yeah.
intention does
Yeah.
not.
So write that down, guys.
impact
Oh,
over
write that down, guys.
Like it does not matter what you meant, like how you meant for it to come across. It's the way it seemed to that person that matters. So if I said something to you that happened to hurt your feelings, but I didn't mean it like that, that's not an excuse for you not to apologize.
That's when people say,
Just
"Oh, I didn't mean it like that." It's like
But
okay,
that
but
doesn't
that's
matter.
like that's
That
not the
doesn't change
apology though.
anything.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I feel like a lot of guys, they need to think about how their actions are going to be seen and taken by all these females that they talk to, because a guy can simply just ask this girl, oh, how was your day, like this that, oh, she's just my friend, blah blah blah.
Oh.
But the girl will be like, oh my god, like he asked me how my day was, you
And
know,
it's,
like
and it's just like,
guys.
and it's just like, oh, she's just my friend, but you're in a call with her for more than 2 hours. You're
More than
that's
an hour
talking
already
about?
is
What are you
wild.
No, some of them not like, oh, we're talking about her.
What are you talking? No,
Although
there are people.
another thing to watch, like guys, I don't know, what do you think about like you being a topic of conversation between like your man and like one of his girlfriends?
whoa, no, absolutely.
I know they're
no,
gossiping
no.
about you, but it's
But
it's like he tables some
No.
issues you guys have.
No, but I feel like
But with a girl that he's been friends with for a long time.
yeah, that's what I was about to
doesn't
say. I feel like it depends,
It
on
depends.
their relationship because sometimes
It's purely
I like
advisory.
when men like ask
Female
females
friends for
because
their
if they
perspective.
ask guys, the guys would give them some stupid rubbish answer.
You know the thing, I know where that bothers me is, for me personally, I don't mind it being an older person who might be in a relationship, a serious relationship, hell, even married. That makes sense where there's someone that you can go to for an advice. That's to me is fine. That makes sense. That's good. But when it's someone who is our age, is not in a relationship, hasn't been in a relationship, is doing like, you know, that's where I'm like, and also for me, talking about our relationship to other people,
Not everything. Like I feel
no,
like
but it's just like, if let's say but what are they talking about really? If it's something that I've done to upset you,
It's like just
you should
tell
not be
me.
going to another female and
That's
telling
true.
her about that to get advice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of females don't come in with the right intentions. Like that's something I've realized that like
They'll be plotting.
they'll be plotting, they'll tell you, oh, why is she acting like that, just so that she can be on your side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, no.
But I feel like that is only an issue when the female that he's speaking to does not have the right intention.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you don't know that. The guy wouldn't know that either.
that's what I'm saying.
So
It
that's
depends
why you
on
need
the
to-
friendship of the guy and the female.
But the thing is, you won't know.
So you're just saying
It's
like
so
in
hard to
general,
know about
you should
these
not
things.
be talking to the girl at all.
No, not at all.
I
But
mean, like,
I'm
about
saying,
the
do not
relationship.
go and talk about our relationship to
Yeah,
another
I
female.
don't think.
Even your own friends is fine, but it also depends on what type
You know
of
what's
people your
funny?
friends
I
are.
would rather he speaks to a female than he speaks to his friends, his male friends.
That's why I'm saying it depends on what. Because if your friends are the type of people that like to mess around, don't take women seriously, don't go and talk to them about your own serious relationship. It makes no sense. That's why I'm saying you go and talk to an older person that has experience. They're in a serious relationship, either they're like engaged or they're married. That's why for me, I go and talk to my brother or Toby.
But that's a problem with a lot of guys because they won't feel comfortable.
That's the
going
thing, yeah,
to-
exactly.
you
Like
feel more
your
comfortable.
circumstance, like you have access to that kind of person.
Yeah,
a lot of guys they don't.
don't.
Like
So
like the
they-
closest person probably like their
Their
mom.
mom.
My point is, if your friend, because I know some guys that are like, they're serious people, like they don't mess around, especially when it comes to females. Yes, go and talk to them about our relationship. That's fine, I guess. But like, don't go and talk about our relationship up to your friends that mess around, sleep around with other girls.
You have to be
Don't take
careful.
women seriously. Like you have to be careful about the people you're going to get advice from.
Yeah,
Because
male or female.
they will-
Yeah.
Their advice, oh god, I don't know, bruh. It's just
Yeah, it
it's
definitely
complicated.
depends on the people. Like you should know these people are responsible and which people are not. Like or which people seem slightly. It should be 100%. Like this person, not even like 50 or 60. Like this person could. That person should be trustable.
Yeah, exactly.
That
That's-
person
yeah.
should. Yeah.
So I mean, female for me personally, you don't go and talk about a relationship to another female. That's weird. A female our age. That's weird. I'm so sorry, but no.
So like even
Like
if
relationship problems.
I don't
know. I don't think no.
Like what? Why?
Like I see how like other people could argue for the other side from like if you have like a male friend, but you also need to think about it from the perspective of the girlfriend.
Is she
It's
comfortable?
Like
Yeah,
you as a female friend could be
as
comfortable
well.
with your guy friend telling you his relationship issues, but it's like if your man was going to his female friends and telling them like your problems, you might have a different perspective because it's like you're placed in a different position each time. So
I'm also
it
thinking
makes
like
sense.
problems in itself because at first we're talking about relationship, right? Not like problems. That's why I was like, oh, it's not, because how I'm thinking of it is that, okay, so let's say you have a really, really close friend, right? And you and your boyfriend are talking, and then he goes to ask her, like, let's say a conversation you guys had, and then he asked her like, so do you think I should have like done this or that? Not like you guys fought or anything. It's just like
asking for
like it's kind of like advice, and he knows that the girlfriend trusts her, so it's like that's why she went to her, because she's probably likely not to do anything like wrong with that information.
Also, not even. I also feel like I would also not even want to be friends with the girl that you go to speak to for advice. I want it to be an outside person, someone that would look at it from an outside perspective and let him know, okay, are you the one at fault? Am I the one at fault?
But the thing is, that's why I'm saying I feel like it also shouldn't be someone that is your friend. Having it be an outside person makes the most sense, because it's not someone that's on your side. It's not someone that's gonna back you up regardless of what you do. Because a lot of friends, when you tell us about your situation, sometimes we're gonna sugarcoat how we actually feel about it just to make you feel better. And that it's not great, but it's something that we do. And so it's like, you should go and talk to someone who knows you and your girlfriend individually, you know, as like two separate people. Not knows you, but not knows you and then, oh, that's his girlfriend, or do you know what I mean? Anything else you guys want to talk about with relationships? We're kind of off situationships now.
I feel like it's best.
Any advice you would give anyone?
I feel like you need to take your time before getting into a relationship. Ensure that you're okay on your own before you get into a relationship.
Oh my god, that's really important. Sometimes, like, because a lot of times when you start to talk to someone and start to like get into a relationship, you get so excited and you're so in love, and sometimes everything you do is dependent on that person. Oh, if they're not available, what am I gonna do? I'm just left sitting here, you know? So it's like, have your own life before you get into a relationship. Have your own friends.
Yeah, they should add to your life, not take away or make it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, have a definite schedule. Like, things shouldn't completely revolve around the person. The person is supposed to fit into your schedule, not become your entire schedule.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, have things that you need to do, things that I'm going to do. If you have class from 9 to 12. I have a break from 12 to 2. You can speak to that person.
And like, don't compromise.
Not
like,
because you're talking to someone, you wouldn't go to class, you wouldn't do anything. You're talking to the person, money. Like, you need to be your own person.
Especially,
but it's just like,
no, but especially, I feel like I was just about to say, like, it also like on the other person's side, like if he's revolving around everything you do, and you revolve around everything he does, it's completely different from when he revolves around everything you do, but he has his own life. So it's like he has to make time for you, but you always have time for him.
It needs to be like, it needs to work both ways. You both have to have your own life, and you both have to like make things work. Yeah, exactly. It has to be a cooperative.
I feel like when you're in that situation where he has his own life, but your world revolves around him, or she has her own life and his world revolves around her, that's when some people start to take you for granted.
Because
it's like, oh, it's okay, she'll always have time anyway. So it's
you
like,
can be like, oh, I'll show up a couple hours. You know what I mean? So it's like,
But when he knows that she only has 2 hours before she gets back to
this
her,
is when we're
this is when we're meeting.
Or when he hasn't, like, he wants to, like, because you guys haven't, how do I put this? When you guys spend so much, like, you know, time together, which is not, like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but, like, you know, when you guys you have set time to see each other, and he's like, I haven't seen her, I need to see her, like, not that, like, especially, you know how girls always, like, go over, like, when you, like, always go over him because you don't have anything else to do, so you always come to see him, but when it's, like, not that, like, it's, like, he needs to see you, kind of, I don't know.
For me, it's also, like, first of all, you're dating, you're not married. So if you're seeing this person every day, like by every day I mean you wake up in the morning, you're spending the entire time with this person every single day, and then you finally get to the point of being married, so what happens next?
There's no dynamic change.
We need to actually prioritize stages to things, because it's like, if I can get everything I want from him, like, let's say if I'm married to someone, I have sex with the person, I live next to the person, like I wake up next to the person, all of that, and I'm getting that in a date just by dating the person, why would I want to marry the person?
There's no rush, really.
You need to let things have its stage. Like, there's a stage for a reason. It's like, you spending every waking hour next to someone, it at some point is going to start provoking you. So you need to give yourself space to miss each other, space to want each other.
What's that saying?
Oh, you miss something more when it's not.
It really does. It really does.
It's not necessarily painful. It's like, look at it as, I'm not seeing this person right now, but I'm going to see this person at the end of the day. It's like,
I'll be happy.
and
That's what I'm trying to say.
the
But
only
like
time
it sucks in the moment. Like you miss
But that's
them.
the thing. The only time it would actually suck is if you have absolutely nothing to do with your time and you're crossing your legs, waiting for the person.
Yeah.
If you have stuff to do,
It's like they become something like you're looking forward to. Not something that you're just kind of sitting there.
like
It's like you're at work and you know this person gonna come pick me up after work, or you're gonna see them after
so it's
work.
like, okay, I'm going to put in as much work right now so that when I'm with this person, I'm not thinking about this work that I have to do, this that I have to do. And then it also leads to the fact that I feel like, not that anybody can ever be completely fixed, but don't go into a relationship broken thinking that the person is going to heal you. It's not.
They're not going to.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's like you can't have fundamental issues that need to be worked on, and then you enter a relationship with someone and you drop all of those issues on someone else.
Like, it's not even fair to them.
It's not healthy.
They also have their own, their own person. Yeah.
It's not healthy at all, and I feel like that's something that we do a lot in this generation, like in our current age. Like, we have issues, we have things that we're dealing with. Some people have abandonment issues, some people have issues with their parents, and rather than fixing those issues, they either abandon those issues and completely focus on someone. So it's like that issue is still there, it's not fixed, nothing's happening. Or they give those issues to someone else to completely fix, so the other person is overwhelmed. So it's like, you need to take time to actively work on yourself before you get into a relationship. When you're entering a relationship, is growth. You're constantly growing. There's no point where you're going to be stagnant. You're growing, you're putting in effort to build it and make it last. So you can't just go there with no plan to help yourself, no plan to fix yourself. You're the same shit person you were when you entered the relationship, and you're expected to go anyway. Like, this is also just being very objective. Like, because what you're going to do is that you're going to hurt someone else, and you're also going to make that person a shit person too. Because it's like, when you enter a relationship and you're fine, and someone puts you through so much, it just makes you look at life from a different perspective when you come out. So don't go around traumatizing people's children, and just work on yourself. Please.
That's so good.
Guys, oh my gosh, I have another question. It's not really related to that. That's just something I've been thinking of. So, this is going back to the surface level thing, right? So let's say that there's a guy and he's just complimenting. That's literally all he does, guys. There's no after. Like, that's all he does, and it only seems like the phrase I'm trying to use is like, it almost seems like he only remembers that he likes you when you're in the room. So that's another thing about the proximity thing. I'm saying from another perspective of like, if this is happening to you, like, it's like, oh, this person only remembers me when I'm in the room, or like, I don't know, like it never really goes any further than like
over text. It's like, what, you guys are like friends?
No, let's say like you guys don't even text. Let's say like they only like put on a show when you're like in front of people and all that, but it's like, when it's just the two of you, like behind closed doors, like nothing's really happening. You know what I'm saying? So first question is, why do you think that happens? And second of all, it's like, okay, from the female's perspective, should you do something about that, or should you just kind of just like let things go? Like, should you, like, I don't know.
Does the female like the person?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go first?
I think that he likes the
Idea.
image of you and the idea of you, but not you. That's why the only time he'll remember that he likes you is when other people are there and you're there. So it's like, in the sense that you're a really pretty girl, he's talking to you, but he just likes the fact that you're pretty, not necessarily you. When you're around other people, he's going to want to make you know, I like this girl, nobody talk to her, even though I'm not really interested in her, I just think she's pretty, almost to lock her down. But you like this person, and you're noticing from his movements, the way he's acting, like, it's not really making sense. I feel like you should just have to dead it. Like, when I mean dead it, I mean the word dead it. Don't even go and say, oh, but we can still be friends.
So not even friendship.
Not even, like, for me,
it's like what's the friendship that he goes on anyways?
Yes, and
just the fact
that's also a very deceptive thing for him to do on his part. You know you don't like someone, but you're giving the person tiny tidbits of words just to keep the person around, like almost like
breadcrumbs.
I'm a dog on a leash. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So cut the person off. Stop. Not necessarily cut the person off. Like I feel like that word "cut off" is being used to
cut them off, bro. Cut them off.
Like just stop talking to the person, because cutting off almost gives him like bad blood. Just tell him, I don't think this is really going anywhere. Like,
but the thing is, it's gonna end up that way anyways. I feel like it's so rare for a situation to end up with y'all on like
good terms.
Not like good terms could happen, but it's like. It's so rare. Terms. Yeah, it's rare. Like, because someone's always gonna take something personally and be like, oh well.
It's like when we look at things objectively, I feel like the only time,
especially in that situation,
the only time you shouldn't like. In that situation, she has every right to be offended with the person, because
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That situation cut him off because he didn't respect you as his girlfriend, because you guys are dating at this point, right? Or is it like a situationship? Or
it's like a situationship
talking stage.
I feel like still like that person does not respect you enough to say, hey, like, because it's also really important to me, like, if you don't like me anymore, tell me. Like, there's nothing as keep me on because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
But it's not even necessarily I don't
just
want to
tell
hurt your feelings.
me.
Some people also date people for how it looks. Like the current obsession with dreadheads. I'm dating him because he has dreads and he's tall.
Guys,
from the guy's perspective,
she's pretty.
We need to get up.
Sometimes not
because
only
she's
pretty, but a lot of guys like date girls
based on the aesthetics.
Like that they see are like wife material, and then that's how. Because I have a friend like that. The guy was like with her, but he was like seeing other girls. Like they were not really in a relationship; they were in a situationship. So he was seeing other girls, but he was keeping her because it's kind of like, when I finish, I want you
to be my wife.
To be my because she cooks for him.
By the way, guys, that's not a compliment.
It's not a compliment. Don't be flattered by that.
No, don't blush.
Don't blush. She's good with his parents. She cooks for him. She always makes sure he has the right things to wear. When she sees him,
so
she buys
what he wants, what he
yeah.
technically wants is a housewife.
Yeah.
So he's keeping her there.
So he is ready
to just he's keeping her there as a property, a phone case, backup
placeholder.
Yeah. While he goes to do stuff with other people, and she foolishly sits down and, oh my god, he said he's gonna marry me. So you want to marry someone that during the point in which he was speaking to you, he slept with 5 other girls. Like, can we actually get serious with one another and be honest with us?
That's why I'm saying self-respect is so important before you get into a relationship. If you don't have respect for yourself,
and it's like
you cannot,
even if you don't want to respect yourself, like also think about how his male friends are looking at you, his boys are looking at you. In their mind, it's like, if only that babe knew what he was doing. How can somebody look at me and say, if only that babe knew? God forbid.
Anyway.
I guess this is the end of our girl talk.
I guess
on situationships.
Unfortunately, reached the end of our girl talk about situationships and whatever it is we talked about in the end. Relationships as a whole.
Yeah.
If you guys liked the video,
we should do this again. Give us topics. Comment down below if you want us to do this again.
And then suggest topics that we should talk about. Things to leave behind in it's May.
Well,
in April.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.